Well, hey guys, I know it's been a minute since I've done one of these, but goodness out. It's a rainy night and day in Georgia. It's been raining here for a few days now. But I just wanted to reach out to you guys and talk to you guys a minute. Rant. Cast number 4. They put this on Monday. Jesus. But I wanted to let you guys know we're still purging forward. We're going to be a little slow. I believe that the last week of August is when we're most likely will go into last week of August, first week of September. I thought this was coming off for good. I can't help it. I cannot do anything about that. And you know, I love to talk about books and doctor's appointments, but unfortunately, we cannot save the knee. It has to go. Bone on both knees, which I thought the right might have survived, but it's not going to. I can handle that now, because now nothing is shocking. Nothing is blowing my hair back as far as health things go. But you can see I don't know if y'all can see the scar there, up here, and hand. Then I have one on the side. But if you notice, my hand kind of does this. I purposely, you see that gap? I purposely do this to try to keep it straight, and I hang, you know, soldiers, we're gonna find a way. But my fingers do not match at all. They're poofy. But I think the thing with my doctors, they look at me like, you know, you're handling things. Yeah, because I was very athletic. I was an athlete. How could I possibly? I'm an athlete, competitor, contender. I'm not going to give up on myself. But that said, just know, like I told you, at least 4 of my 7 titles to be published going forward to the end of December have already been pre-written, I'm a Panzer, so I just write what I think, but I also I have a ton of notes. But here's the thing. When I write from a place deep within me. My writing's different. I'm purge multi-genres because that is the future. If you look on Netflix, and if you watch, not Hulu and all those other ones, they're just not my favorite. But with 2 exceptions on Hulu. But if you watch Prime movies and shows, they are getting their Prime is finally getting their finger on the pulse. And after watching Bridgerton, Outlander, I don't know what we're gonna do. Can we ever get out of Droughtlander, please? But they know how to tease and taunt us, and the reason being is that multi-genre. My books are written totally different. 2 of my former releases, we gave you the mess up front, especially with the Naughty Colonel from Across the Way. However, with Operation Night Mixer, we start off by talking about Dr. Gustav Jung, who was a world-renowned psychiatrist who, fell out of favor with, well, was Freud, Sigmund Freud. And I also talked about Dr. Otto Gross, who was a patient, an actual person, a real patient of Dr. Gustav Jung. Dr. Gustav Jung was also sort of clairvoyant, but, you know, there was this thing with them. I believe because of their lineage, I'll put it that way. So I don't want to get into all of that. But my issue with Freud was every female issue he felt was connected to the libido or something that made no sense when it came to women. But when it came to men, he took them more seriously. They were treated a different way. That's a bit marginalizing. And the only thing about Dr. Gustav Jung was he had this thing for younger babes. Many of the students he mentored that were female, especially he had this affair with Sabina Spielheim, who became world-renowned children's psychiatrist. She was part of the reason for the split between Dr. Gustav Jung and Sigmund Freud, and if you look it up, you will see it. And the shameful thing was, Sabina Spielheim would have gone so far, but she lost her life in a synagogue during World War II. You can just put the rest of that together. But that said, the reason why I put all of that in Operation Night Mixer is because Sebastian King had a master's degree. This is a real person. He had a master's degree. And Sebastian King had a master's degree in psychiatry, which is why he knew how to date all the. He could tell you, oh Lord. He could tell you what you wanted and what was wrong and what was ailing you. He was something. Handsome young man. He was a few years younger than me. Not my particular flavor. If I were younger, maybe. But he had this thing about him. But I wanted readers, I want you to dive into the character's psyche. Because which is a totally different experience in books, once you dive into their psyche, remember, I'm a soldier and a veteran. It starts here. Or here if you want to be perfect, if you want to go to perfection. But excuse me, that said, I put all of that in the book. Now, I had no idea. I listed my book originally, as a romantic suspense. But when I asked my AI to write a sales promo for me, for my book, help me write that, it wrote it as a thriller. And I typed back. I said, no, this is suspense. And it was like, no, this is a thriller. And I think that's because the ending of that book is so powerful. Total trigger warning. But if you go back and read Ignited Bones, Operation Moonlight Edition, you guys know I have terrible brain fog, forgive me. But if you go back and read Ignited Bones, Operation Moonlight Edition, then you read Operation Night Mixer, then you read The Naughty Colonel from Across the Way, then you'll get it. And the thing that's so powerful about Ignited Bones is when you read the first chapter, it reads like a movie. Like someone just took the reader, you the reader, and just air assaulted you into the center of the movie. Because I'm airborne air assault. I was attached to these particular units, reserve, army, etc., etc. Signal Corps, post level. I always work post level. Period. That's why I write. I can't write anything else but romantic suspense. Maybe a little southern, what they call it, southern fiction, because I'm from the South. Duh. This is my favorite place. I mean, please. Seriously, total, all things southern, all things smoothing. But if you delve into my books, once you start reading it, in Operation Night Mixer, that desert scene, you have 4, 5 powerful scenes that are just riveting. When readers read that, the sky is the limit from there. So I'm saying to you, check that out. Get the books, get the books, get the books. Then you'll understand that we're not going this way in our books. We're going this way. I'm going to hit my proverbial limit. I'm not a good writer. I'm a great writer. But understand how I write. I'm writing about real people, actual events in many of my books. So that said, it's a totally different experience. Period. But I'm writing to also entertain the reader and to pull you in and to draw you in so you can feel what we felt as soldiers. So you can feel what Major Glenn felt in Ignited Bones. Think about it. You have a lord, bastard son of an actual English lord. Well, so he says. Her ladyship, his mother, Sable Ann. Okay, these two gentlemen have going to battle for her. Only, and sorry, but I have to tell you guys, in the end, they have to come together to save her, or thinking they have to save her, and she's not having any of that. All she wants is 2 things: to be left to her own devices and revenge, which is setting up the sequel to Ignited Bones, which is going to be powerful. I'm hoping I can get that book out by New Year's Day or New Year's Eve. If not, it'll be the first 2 weeks of January. But because we're writing so many sequels right now. But my books are going to bring the action, the passion, everything. And you guys are going to like that. I think if you're looking as a reader, author, reader, if you're looking for something different, looking for something powerful, those 3 books are going to be it. Now, let me iterate this about The Naughty Colonel from Across the Way. The reason you're going to see a lot of repeat, especially by the narrator, Katerina. The reason being, we did that, oh my God, you keep repeating. I write the way people speak. Katerina had this thing about, am I right? Am I right to feel this way? We were battle buddies. Am I right to feel this way? She would call me on the phone. Do you think I did the right thing? Do you think I did the right thing? I don't think I did the right thing. Yeah, you did. Or if she catch you on something, Katerina didn't have a problem or an issue asking you, what do you think? I feel this way or that way. And we're like, you already said that, girl, you're driving me crazy. But Katerina bring the mess. She knows she was wrong. What we say in the South, that so-and-so knows she was wrong. But the barn scene, I say the barn scene, and the, how do I put it? The medical ops, I'll put it this way, the medical ops scene that actually happened with Lieutenant Colonel Pacelli are going to blow your hairs back. Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. But the ending is so fantastic and so great. That's because what we've done was we've leveled up the genres. We put the multiple genres in there, just like in Viking or Vikings Valhalla, and any of those other, shows or love shows. But the main thing is, this is not about, I just wanted to blow up the male journey. This is about the female. This is about, blow up the male myth in the books. I'm tired. I'm so tired of so many books. It's all about the male. This is about the female myth. And we have totally obliterated it and put it back together and bringing readers something different. That's why my books read a little different, but no less entertaining. So that said, get the books, get the books, get the books, and watch for my teasers. I'll start posting more book covers so you guys will know. Just to tease and taunt you a little bit, get you going, so you'll know. And my beta readers, listen, your boxes are coming in September. So no, I only have 6. I don't mind anymore. If you wish, if you read my books and you're really entertained and you like them, I will send you a box. I have no issue with that. All I ask is give an honest review. I don't care if it's just 2 stars. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But tell me, but be honest. Don't do it to be vicious, because I've had enough of that, and I got enough dealing with this. Surgery on my back, my knees, and everything. I ain't got time to deal with all that extra bullying stuff. And I don't gatekeep, and I'm really a great reader, and I will speak to you very frank and earnest. I'm very matter of fact. I don't have time for that frou-frou stuff. Writers are human. We are people too. So that said, guys, come on in to I'm on YouTube as well, and I'm going to starting to go to YouTube more, start posting there more and more and more and more. YouTube is just where it's at as far as writers and authors talking to their people. I love TikTok, don't get me wrong, but I gotta stop. I shop too much. Oh my God. But that said, guys, bless and thank you for the well wishes. Thank you for your kindness. You guys know who you are. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. I tried to follow everyone else, but I'm at 10K and they won't let me. That said, I'm going to have to go through and see who's active and who's not and who's just sitting there. But I love you guys, and I wish you well, and bless you. And authors, just because we're not best-selling authors does not mean we can't write books that sell well and entertain readers. Let's give them something different. Let's become Y2K26 compliant in our books. That said, if you don't believe me, go to YouTube and listen to John Kirby, and he will tell you. I did at least 200 master classes. Over half were his. And I've changed my entire writing style. I never liked to take notes, but I took a gazillion notes with that guy. And now I'm even enjoying my writing more. So that should say something. But have a great, 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 great night. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Love you guys. Love TikTok. Love it all. I know I don't do these videos often, but I just cannot. I'm just not well. Love you. Take care. Bless and thank you for everything. And good night.